Imagine a corner of our planet where women take the initiative in romantic relationships, demonstrating their care and warmth. They don't wait for men to make the first move, but sincerely and effortlessly invite their chosen partners for a cozy homemade dinner filled with aromas and the gentle glow of lamps, creating an atmosphere of comfort and trust. Such an act is like a tender gesture, a reminder that true romance sometimes starts with simple, sincere acts capable of uniting hearts. Now picture something even more astonishing. Endless, calm beaches where a soft breeze caresses the skin, and warm sand seems to embrace everyone who steps onto it. Waves gently roll one after another, creating a lullaby that soothes and fills you with a sense of freedom. These places, infused with tranquility and harmony, allow you to realize how wonderful the feeling of inner freedom is when you're immersed in nature, far from the hustle and bustle of cities and the noise of modern life. And how about this idea? Standing exactly on the border between two hemispheres, with one foot firmly in the northern part of the earth and the other in the southern. Welcome to Ecuador, a tiny but incredibly vibrant gem of the South American continent that holds amazing discoveries and mysteries inaccessible elsewhere on the planet. In this country, everyone can find something special, from colorful markets where women are beautifully adorned with gold jewelry and generously share their goods, to cities where donkeys are elected as mayors, a serious protest by residents against disillusionments and broken promises of politicians. This story will transport you into a marvelous world full of exciting stories and discoveries that are impossible to tear yourself away from, offering a chance to experience the true magic of this unique land. Ecuador is a place where, in one location, you can simultaneously be in two hemispheres. Here, geography seems to turn into magic. Near the capital city, Quito, there is a famous monument known as the Middle of the World. Right there, you can place one foot in the northern hemisphere and the other in the southern hemisphere, creating a unique photo to be remembered forever. This is not just a striking photograph. It's a place where scientific facts blend with enchantment, where the feeling of an extraordinary adventure intertwines with amazing discoveries. Water in a river flowing on both sides of the equator line twists differently. If you try to insert an egg on the tip of a nail or simply stand directly on the line, you might experience a strange dizziness, as if the boundary between two worlds merges into one. Nearby is the Intinyan Museum, offering interactive and fascinating experiments that have long become popular among travelers and seekers of unusual experiences, eager to capture bomb shots with their feet in two halves of the earth. In addition, at the museum, one can learn about the rich culture and traditions of the local peoples, their beliefs related to the equator, which makes the journey both educational and filled with new knowledge and vivid impressions. Although the country's area is slightly over 190,000 square miles, Ecuador impresses with its incredible biodiversity. Its borders encompass the Amazon rainforest, high peaks of the Andes, as well as quiet coastal deserts and fiery volcanoes waiting for explorers. For those who prefer tranquility, there is an opportunity to find a cozy corner in the city of Cuenca, a place that has become especially popular among American retirees. Its attractiveness is largely due to nearly a threefold reduction in rental prices compared to Florida, a mild climate that delights residents year-round, and an active, friendly expatriate community. It is no wonder that this charming city captivates more and more hearts. Moreover, in Cuenca, one can admire its rich cultural heritage, marvel at colonial architecture, visit numerous museums, and participate in traditional festivals. These events add vibrant colors to life, infusing each day with special charm and brightness, making life full and unforgettable. Another important aspect is the culture and behavioral characteristics of women in this region. In Ecuador, women are valued not only for their unique grace, elegantly carrying baskets of food on their heads, which has become a traditional and recognizable gesture. They also stand out for their confidence and sincerity in expressing affection and care. Their natural skill, friendliness, and openness create an atmosphere of trust and warmth, making interactions with them especially pleasant and heartfelt. In many cultures and communities, the expression of genuine feelings often begins with a symbolic gesture, which, despite its simplicity, carries deep and multifaceted meaning. One such gesture is offering hospitality, which in ancient times and to this day serves as a sign of goodwill and trust. When a woman invites a guest to share a homemade meal or dinner, it is much more than just a display of hospitality. Such a gesture carries her unique message: to accept with attention and care, to show that the person wishes to establish a close connection, open up their soul, and share warmth. For an individual in such a situation, this is a sign of openness and a willingness to emotionally connect, since accepting the treat and tasting homemade dishes signifies consent and a desire to maintain further relationships. In the city, especially in traditional districts, these rituals and customs acquire even deeper significance. Here, unlike the modern urban hustle and bustle, with its fuss and fast pace of life, there exists a special tradition rooted in the depths of national culture. For example, women long ago handcrafted intricate embroidered scarves decorated with ethnic patterns and gifted them to men they liked. Such a gift in the past conveyed not just fabric, but hidden feelings, and served as a symbol of either challenge or acceptance. When a man accepted the scarf and kept it, it became a silent but highly expressive sign, signaling consent to develop the relationship, continue the acquaintance, or start a romantic connection. This tradition, rooted in ancient native cultures, is beautiful in its elegance and symbolism. It demonstrates how deep cultural codes can be, internal signs communicated in an informal manner, without words. As for hats, they also serve as important carriers of meaning in such traditions. For example, a hat shifted to the left indicates that a woman is currently free, while a hat shifted slightly to the right suggests that she is married or engaged. If she wears her hat straight in the middle, it may be a subtle hint at her openness to meeting someone new or her desire to get to know a person. Therefore, if you walk through the vibrant, bustling markets of Otal and notice a woman in traditional attire holding a Panama hat shifted to the right, be attentive. This could be her subtle, almost invisible sign of interest and a charming curiosity about you. Moving to a completely different part of the world, remote islands located in the far reaches of the Indian Ocean, one cannot help but recall the calmness and harmony reigning on the cliffs along the Galapagos Islands. Here, on the black rocks under the scorching sun, marine iguanas stand motionless, unique lizards unlike any others in their species. These inhabitants of the island are the only creatures in the world capable of diving into the sea, feeding on underwater algae, and skillfully using their abilities for protection and survival in harsh conditions. Their slow, slightly awkward gait may seem comical, like a joke cracked by tourists. A tiny Godzilla, as they have been nicknamed for their graceful yet unusual behavior. The great naturalist Charles Darwin, who lived in an earlier era, called them dark spirits because he observed entire colonies of these creatures freezing at the water's edge, creating the impression of miniature prehistoric beings living outside of time. Despite their intimidating appearance and robust, massive bodies, marine iguanas are herbivores, completely harmless and peaceful by nature. They dive to depths of about 9 meters, swim easily, and happily return to sunlit rocks to warm up and sunbathe. One of their most fascinating adaptations is their ability to sneeze salt, one of the funniest features. This process helps them rid themselves of excess seawater that gets into their respiratory pathways and often makes observers smile. It's worth noting that iguanas sneeze very quietly and delicately, resembling tiny snow cannons creating a small explosion. Thanks to their excellent camouflage, tourists often mistake them for rocks, which greatly facilitates observing these incredible reptiles. That is why warning signs with the inscription, "Please do not sit on the iguanas," are installed on the islands. These strange, seemingly prehistoric and mysterious creatures are a true marvel of evolution and a rare example of ancient life forms that not only inspire admiration, but also serve as a vivid reminder of the Ecuadorian government's efforts to protect and preserve their unique natural environment. Additionally, on Santa Cruz Island, in the Galapagos Archipelago, there is a beautiful location, Playa de los Almananes Beach, which is a true corner of tranquility and natural beauty. This beach is a genuine oasis of silence and serenity, where there are no hotels or restaurants, but an atmosphere of genuine harmony with nature prevails. Its calm, bright blue waters, black volcanic rocks softened by gentle ocean waves, and a light sea breeze create an unparalleled sense of seclusion and peace. Many tourists praise its special ambiance, calling it a small paradise, a place where one can escape the hustle and bustle of city life and feel completely united with nature. In this natural haven, morning and sunset are filled with a special magic. Sea turtles appear in the shimmering waves, copper, green, and brown land iguanas bask on the rocks, and flamingos soar in the sky, creating a picturesque scene. But it is the very atmosphere of absolute tranquility, mutual respect, and untouched nature that makes this beach incredibly popular among travelers seeking solitude and genuine rest. On the same archipelago, at Playa de los Salomón Beach, the richness of marine life on display draws attention. This place has become a favorite among snorkeling and diving enthusiasts, as it allows a close-up view of the unique diversity of Galapagos inhabitants. The underwater world here is rich with coral reefs, colorful fish, and other marine creatures, forming a true underwater gallery of beauty that leaves a lasting impression on every visitor. Thus, these unique natural spots, filled with silence, harmony, and astonishing marine biodiversity, evoke a sense of complete immersion in the splendor of nature and stand as a worthy example of the richness and diversity of the unique world represented precisely on these islands, genuine pearls of Ecuadorian nature. In the northern mountains of Ecuador, hidden beneath high fog and cloaked in gentle clouds, locals greet each other in a special, remarkable way that seems almost fairy tale-like to visitors. This unusual greeting, a gentle touch of foreheads, is called saludo de frente and carries deep cultural and spiritual significance. For the Oval people, this is not merely a part of tradition, but a symbol of conscious connection to their inner world and energy. In their understanding, it is through the forehead, regarded as the sacred vessel of the soul, that the exchange of life force occurs. This area is considered the source of spiritual purity and connection with the surrounding nature. During wedding ceremonies, instead of the usual kisses, the bride and groom touch foreheads, demonstrating their invisible, yet very strong spiritual bond that surpasses any words. In moments of family conflicts or misunderstandings, when words seem powerless, this special gesture becomes a kind of silent apology and a means of reconciliation, helping people restore harmony and inner balance. However, there is an important rule. If any participant in this ritual feels unwell or is in an emotionally unstable state, they are denied this form of greeting. It is believed that through this sacred touch, not only warmth and kindness can be transmitted, but also negative energy, as if an invisible current flowing between hearts carries the entire spectrum of human feelings and states. That is why this tradition reflects a deep respect for the energetic exchange between people, emphasizing the importance of inner peace and harmony in relationships. In the dense, powerful forests of the San Rafael region, located in Ecuador, live the Kikuyu and Achuar peoples. These local communities are situated near unique natural ecosystems where extraordinary electric eels inhabit recreational water zones. Some of these creatures are capable of producing electric discharges of up to 806 volts, significantly exceeding the voltage of a standard household outlet in the United States. Despite the danger, the local people have learned to communicate and even cooperate with these unusual fishes. Thus, in small ponds and reservoirs, fishermen, following an ancient tradition, herd the eels into specially prepared areas, where they patiently wait attentively for the electric eels. When an eel releases its powerful shock, the stunned and exhausted fish rises to the surface, allowing the fishermen to easily catch it. This ecological fishing method has been passed down through generations and is considered the gentlest approach for the environment, based on careful resource use and respect for the ecosystem. Moreover, the inhabitants of the region have found an unexpected way to utilize electric eels for lighting. Special small LED lamps placed near their habitats transform the natural electromagnetic light into a beautiful, soft, bioluminescent glow, creating a unique natural spectacle. This light, powered by living beings, becomes a mesmerizing sight that adds a special atmosphere to the surroundings. For the people of San Rafael, electric eels are not viewed as a threat, but are regarded as valuable allies, symbols of harmony and respect for the natural world. This tradition demonstrates how deep knowledge of natural resources can be combined with modern approaches to create sustainable and enriching practices of interacting with the environment. Imagine going to the market, taking a bag of cash with you, not for luxury or excess, but simply to buy fresh vegetables or essential goods. During one of the most unstable economic periods in Ecuador's history, this was exactly what everyday life looked like. The country's national currency, called the sucre, depreciated so much that 25,000 units were only worth $1 US. Prices changed literally every hour, and the range of essential goods became unpredictable. Markets and stores quickly turned into real kaleidoscopes of prices and opportunities. People carried large bags or even old suitcases filled with banknotes to be able to buy at least a loaf of bread, which could double in price over a week. Children had to drag whole stacks of money to buy their favorite candy or small treats. Inflation reached such fantastic levels that paper money began to be used more as material for counterfeiting than as a means of exchange. They used it to make kites, paper airplanes, and sometimes even for packaging and other household purposes. As a result, when the economy reached the point of crisis, the country made a historic decision that forever changed its destiny. In the year 2000, Ecuador fully adopted the US dollar, becoming the first country in South America to make such a bold and fateful financial reform. The outcome of this step was the disappearance of the national currency and the emergence of stability, albeit at the cost of losing some monetary independence. Ironically, old sucre banknotes, once almost worthless, are now eagerly sought after by collectors online. These old paper bills, once used for daily purposes and holding minimal value, are now often sold as rare souvenirs, and their price frequently exceeds their worth in their heyday. In 1912, residents of the small town of San Sebastian, located in the picturesque Lomana province, motivated themselves to change the established order and focus on issues long ignored by the authorities. Tired of numerous promises of change that remained only words, they decided to express their stance in a simple yet very vivid way. An unexpected candidate for the position of mayor was put forward. Someone with no political experience at all. The burly Don O, known for his simplicity and sincere concern for people. He made his debut at this ambitious event wearing a bright red tie, drawing attention with his unusual presentation. His spectacular appearance in the city square, accompanied by applause and a lively crowd, became a true event. Residents held colorful banners and participated in symbolic parades, emphasizing their desire to improve city life and show support for honest and sincere people. This gesture became not only an act of civic protest, but also a heartfelt demonstration of how humor and creativity can express serious social demands. That moment was forever imprinted in the memories of the townspeople and marked the beginning of a new tradition, which over time developed into a unique form of cultural heritage. Today, this celebration has grown into the famous De Bureau Carnival in the city of Garando, which continues to remember this historic event. Locals and visiting tourists eagerly dress in bright costumes and masks, marching through the streets and creating a vibrant parade, rejoicing in this unique form of cultural protest. This colorful carnival has become a symbol of the belief in the power of the people's voice, allowing even the most modest individual to be heard. It embodies hope for justice and serves as a reminder that real change is possible when people unite and express their ideas boldly and with humor. In that distant and mysterious place, lost among the wand of China, the atmosphere of colonial charm blends with modern energy. During the day, one can stroll through old cobbled streets steeped in history, gaze at the starry sky stretching above the high peaks, or visit artisan villages. In every region, there is a corner where each stitch of embroidery and every craft item tell a unique story, and the craftsmanship of the artisans is handed down from generation to generation. The city of China is located at an elevation of 35,000 feet above sea level, earning an honorable place among the highest settlements on the planet. It became the first city on the UNESCO World Heritage List and one of the closest capitals to the equator in the world. During the vibrant festivals known locally as Festa with Dicito, the city undergoes a radical transformation. Locals craft wooden carts, small homemade vehicles, and compete with each other, racing through steep streets and creating exciting races that unite all residents and tourists. When evening falls, narrow streets and ancient buildings turn into cozy, brightly lit corners. Festive bars light up with lamps, and the air is filled with enchanting melodies of Andean instruments. The aroma of cinnamon and caniza, a warm spiced drink, envelops visitors, creating a special atmosphere of comfort. In the Mariscal area, young people dance until dawn, mixing local rhythms with international musical motifs, turning the nights into a true center of vibrant culture for the city. Every corner of Quito is capable of filling the heart with warmth and joy. Moreover, the city offers numerous opportunities for outdoor activities: hiking along mountain trails, ascents to volcanic peaks, trips to natural hot springs, all of which make it an ideal place for adventure and nature enthusiasts. In Ecuador, no one rushes to drink coffee on the go as people do elsewhere. Instead, locals leisurely enjoy cups of coffee on balconies, exchanging greetings and savoring the tranquility of the natural landscapes. Narrow streets covered with a light fog, leading to the summits of Vilcabamba, are decorated with balconies bursting with bright flowers, while the singing of birds and the warmth of the sun create a sense of coziness and peace. During the day, gatherings known as Café de la Tarde gather locals who slowly sip strong coffee alongside banana bread or fresh buns with soft cheese. Many find it surprising that, despite Ecuador renowned for its high-quality Arabica coffee grown on volcanic soil, many still prefer instant coffee. As here, the ritual of preparation and enjoyment matters more than the taste of the beverage itself. In markets, for example, vendors may pour a cup from an old aluminum teapot not for sale, but as a sign of friendship, a gesture of traditional warmth and attentiveness. This feature reflects a deeper Ecuadorian approach to life, valuing simple but meaningful moments and sharing them with others. Cotopaxi, one of the highest active volcanoes on the planet, rises nearly 20,000 feet above sea level. Its snow-capped peak forms a spectacular landscape, delighting winter sports enthusiasts and mountain hikers alike. Against the backdrop of the unique and wild natural beauty that encompasses the vast expanses of the Andean plains, there are special natural sites that attract visitors with their singular atmosphere and opportunities for active recreation. These places open broad horizons for adventure lovers to engage in mountaineering, trekking, and other extreme outdoor sports. Imagine heading east to the region known as Rio Verde, where you can find waterfalls that powerfully carve through rocky slopes, bursting through dense greenery to create a spectacular and mesmerizing spectacle. Especially famous is the Pylon del Diablo waterfall, which translates as the Devil's Cauldron, falling 260 feet from above, transforming the impulsive flow of water into a captivating sight. Surrounded by a light mist, it creates a mysterious and legendary atmosphere. Part 9 of 12. People who visit these places walk across hanging bridges that sometimes seem barely held onto the wires, peek behind enormous stone walls that hide the depths of natural formations, and feel the powerful sprays of foam water touching their skin, experiencing a true immersion into the uncharted and pristine world of nature, an authentic baptism administered by the very earth itself. For those seeking thrills and eager to try extreme modes of transport, the Devil's Snows Railway offers an unforgettable experience that will leave a deep impression. This route, now recognized as one of the most daring in the history of railway construction, zigzags up to nearly 15,500 feet in just a few minutes, showcasing engineering brilliance and the daring of its creators. Ecuador is a country recommended for travelers who seek adventure and new, vivid experiences. Here, everyone can find something special, from marveling at stunning natural landscapes to immersing themselves in cultural depths that remain in memory forever. The country is remarkable for both its rich biodiversity and efforts to preserve it. Everything begins with the ancient Inti Raymi festival, accompanied by a special ritual in honor of the sun, the god of light and warmth. On this day, June 21st, thousands of Quechua immerse themselves in sacred waters with a very low temperature, below 40 degrees Fahrenheit, to wash away negative accumulations and attain spiritual clarity, starting the new half of the year with a sense of cleansing and renewal. Following this comes a colorful carnival which in the traditional Ecuadorian way is not just a parade, but rather chaos and festivities. Flour, colored water, raw eggs fly through the air, creating an atmosphere of complete madness and disorder, similar to Mardi Gras, but in a much dirtier and more tumultuous form. During this celebration, one cannot help but imagine a New Orleans Mardi Gras scene. Only in the Ecuadorian version it can be even more vivid and unpredictable. However, there is one festival that stands out for its unusualness and uniqueness: Mama Negra. During this festival, men dressed as black women jump through the streets, and the crowd is painted with donkey milk, which is used to bestow blessings. These actions are part of ancient rituals with African roots, combined with Catholic symbols, making it one of the most mysterious and vibrant events in the South American region. This festival attracts many tourists from around the world, as witnessing its grand scenes is a real spectacle, striking with its exotic and incomparable atmosphere. Participating in such festivals allows tourists to gain a deeper understanding of the country's cultural heritage and traditions, and to feel like part of this lively and rich folk celebration. In major cities of Ecuador, such as Quito and Guayaquil, the problem of traffic jams and congestion is solved in an unconventional way, using a license plate restriction system. The rules are called the peak and plate system, which literally translates as peak and number. According to these rules, on certain days and during rush hours, entry into the city center is prohibited for cars with license plates ending in specific digits. For example, on Mondays, vehicles with plates ending in the digit 1 or 2 are not allowed to circulate, while on Tuesdays, plates ending in 3 and 4 are restricted, and so on. This approach helps reduce traffic intensity by up to 30% during peak hours and significantly improves the environmental situation. 6 months after implementing this system, air pollution levels decreased by nearly 20%, notably with a reduction in the concentration of 12-micron PM particles. Surprisingly, residents quickly adapted to the new rules. Many started walking more, using public transportation, and changing their lifestyles toward more environmentally sustainable habits. Some families even adjusted their daily routes and routines based on the permitted days for car use. In addition, these changes did not go unnoticed. Major services like Google Maps now display the daily license plate restrictions, allowing people to plan their movements in the most convenient and efficient way. Thanks to a wise approach to planning and active participation of the population, the country was able to turn a simple measure into an integral part of a new mindset, where every decision and action aims to create a more sustainable future. This is not just about combating traffic or controlling transportation. It's a vivid example of how Ecuador, demonstrating creativity, is moving toward harmonious development by implementing innovative ideas and new approaches to solve old problems. The true essence lies here. The country shows the world what a progressive yet culturally rich future can look like, where technology serves people instead of the other way around. A special place in the national cuisine is occupied by the famous pork dish, ceviche de Claron, or Ecuadorian-style shrimp ceviche, which has become a genuine favorite among locals. Unlike traditional recipes, where shrimp are often boiled and thermally processed, Ecuadorians prefer to marinate them whole directly in citrus juice until fully cooked. This method preserves the natural flavor of the seafood and gives the dish a unique freshness. After marination, juicy tomatoes, finely sliced red onion, and fresh cilantro are added, making this delicacy bright, refreshing, and rich in vitamins. The result is a dish that is pleasant both in hot weather and as a lunchtime treat at any time of day. It is precisely this combination, fresh ingredients and the richness of citrus, that creates its distinctive charm. This is not just a snack, but a true culinary adventure, sometimes served with interesting accompaniments such as crunchy popcorn or fried bananas. Imagine sashimi, thinly sliced fresh seafood, accompanied by exotic side dishes that seem not to go well together at first glance, but actually create an amazing flavor experience and unusual sensations. It may sound strange, but the quality and harmony of flavors make this dish incredibly attractive and memorable. Next, it is worth mentioning another famous Ecuadorian treasure, horndo. This dish features an entire roasted pig with a crispy crust that crackles and breaks loudly with each bite. The meat is marinated in herbs, which gives it tenderness and aromatic richness, while the crust is crispy and glossy. It is usually served with golden fried potatoes and rice seasoned with turmeric, which gives the dish a rich yellow color and a distinctive taste. Such a meal closely resembles the South American Thanksgiving, where many relatives gather around a big table, sharing joy and aromatic flavors. For those who prefer a more filling and hearty meal, there is a special dish called churrasco a triana. This enormous platter includes fried beef, a fried egg, rice, potatoes, avocado, and fresh salad, approximately 1 kilogram of delicious and satisfying ingredients. Local residents jokingly call it a lazy Sunday lunch because it's perfect for a relaxed weekend moment. However, in terms of taste, it is truly a royal feast, where each ingredient blends harmoniously to create a rich flavor and a sense of fullness and comfort. If the morning started heavy and you need a quick way to regain strength, enchilada comes to the rescue. Spicy tuna mash made from canned tuna mixed with manioc and marinated red onion. This dish is especially popular in the country, and it has even been studied at the university in Cuenca because of its amazing ability to soothe the heart and stomach. It's no wonder that this dish is considered the main cure for a hangover, as its vibrant flavors and the natural richness of the ingredients help you recover quickly after a wild night. There is a special power in Ecuadorian cuisine. Its rich flavors and natural medicinal properties not only nourish the body, but also tell stories passed down from generation to generation. In addition, cities such as Cuenca, Loja, or the coast in Salinas create a unique atmosphere of well-being, where stability and comfort allow an individual to live on about $1,000 a month. In these places, you can enjoy the sun, warmth, and the friendly atmosphere of locals and expats. In the center of Quito or Cuenca, a fully furnished one-bedroom apartment costs approximately $400 per month, which is nearly 65% cheaper than similar quality housing in the United States. Food expenses for one person per month range from about $150 to $200, and a full meal at a cafe costs only $3 to $5. Aromatic coffee, which can be bought on the street for just $1, adds a unique charm to both weekdays and weekends. Public transportation remains accessible and affordable. A bus ride costs around 25 cents, and a taxi from the airport to the city center is less than $10. And the most pleasant thing is that U.S. citizens can stay in the country for up to 90 days without a visa. Those wishing to stay longer can apply for a visa as a retiree, professional, or investor. All that is required is proof of a monthly income of at least $1,275. Thus, Ecuador is not only a place to save money, but also a country with a high standard of living, situated under the bright rays of the Andean sun. This attractive lifestyle, combining comfort, rich culture, and endless natural beauty, gradually makes Ecuador a popular destination for those seeking a new place to relocate or live long-term.